I jumped on just about maybe 30 seconds early just so I can see who gets on here. But I am ready to roll when everybody jumps on. Hello, hello. I'm actually into two videos right now. So if I'm looking over here, I'm looking at my phone, which I'm recording for the Vimo, so I can have it on Vimo too. So if you're coming from Vimo, welcome to Thriving Together in the midst of a pandemic of coronavirus. The COVID-19 virus, as we all know what it is. This is a functional wellness video webinar for antiviral nutrition. So it is 10 o'clock and I am going to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to wait for anybody to jump on. I'm just going to go right into it. So welcome. If you're on, I don't see anybody yet, so it's okay. It's fine. I wanted to start out a little bit. I really went back through your questions on Facebook that you had shared with me. I went through those and tried to answer the best as I could. They were really, really great questions. And I just wanted to say, first of all, hey, Deborah, I'm glad you could join. I'm also Vimoing this, so it'll be in a Vimo video too. So it'll be, the link will be up later if you want to share this with your friends or something too. So, first of all, I wanted to just say welcome. And we're going to talk about antiviral nutrition, which includes food and supplementation, on top of other ways right now to keep your body healthy and to boost your immune system. Now, really quick, okay, I'm going to say this, that you should have already been eating healthy. I have always emphasized this from the very beginning of my journey in my health. And when I talk to people and when I, educate people on health and nutrition, you have to have already started to have a good immune system to be where you are right now. That is key. If you're not there, we can start, okay? It's not too late to start, but I want you to be aware that, you could catch a cold, you could catch the virus, you could catch the flu. This is something that might happen to you right now. Plus, it's allergy season on top of that. So we're kind of struggling, with the symptoms mimicking the cold virus, the flu virus. Do we think we have shortness of breath, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. It could be allergies. We just don't know. The testing that they're doing is mediocre. It's not the greatest, but it's what they have. So it detects a virus, of course. So they're going off of course, what you're presenting with symptoms, all right? So I am actually videoing over here. So if I'm looking over here this way, I'm talking to people on Vimo at this point, okay? Just want to let you guys know that. All right, so let's always stay positive. Let's try to encourage one another. Let's try to spread the good, positive things that we learn and being educated with when I go through these things. Because I am actually relaying to you what I have learned, where I have studied. And I have studied under functional medicine. I have studied under holistic medicine. I have studied even under doctors, with their articles and their webinars too, what they're saying. And a lot of them are actually supporting more holistic approaches right now because it is viral. To be honest with you, it is viral, but here is what it really is. It is called a molecular parasite. Only because, I'm going to say this, there's a lot of proof for that because of the anti-parasitic drug for malaria that they're giving and it's working. For a parasite to be in your body and function, you have to have a host. So the parasite has to live off of something. It can't live off of a chair. It can't live off of paper. It can stay alive on these surfaces for a while, but it's not going to replicate, okay? It cannot produce other virus, okay? It just will live. So if you touch something and you have it on your hand and you put it to your mouth, okay, you're going to introduce it into your body and your body is going to be able to host it. So the virus, molecular parasite, is going to actually replicate your RNA. It is a DNA structured molecular parasite. That means that it uses you as the host. It uses you to replicate. Okay, we're going to talk about ways to stop the replication with nutrition and food and supplementation. Okay, those are the key things that I want to go over with you right now. These things are very readily available to you right now in the grocery store. They're ready available into, I have a online dispensary that I've checked this morning. All of these things that I'm going to go over with you are available in this dispensary that I have, and they are at a reduced rate. So they're not expensive. They are very affordable alternative supplements to use. And the alternative supplements that I'm talking about are going to already have been tested already in virus situations like SARS. Okay, this virus is one of these SARS viruses. It is a mutated, it is, who knows at this point, we don't really know the truth where this came from. Okay, I'm going to tell you I have a theory about that. This is not the video for that because I don't want to get into that. But there's a lot of positive results with these supplementations being used in DNA produced viruses, and this is what we're dealing with at this point. Okay, the first things, of course, stay calm, because we've got to stay calm. I have a list of things that I'm going to go over because I don't want to miss any of this. Wash your hands, of course, is the number one thing, and soap actually destroys the outer fat layer of the virus, because I don't think anybody's explained, how does it kill it? So you have the surfactant, you have this emulsifier in the soap, and when you wash your hands and rub, you're creating friction. You're also creating that emulsification that's going to happen against the fat. Okay, it's acidic. You're going to rub it, and it's going to break the fat barrier around the virus, and it's going to destroy the inside of the virus. Okay, first of all, that's how that works. Okay, second of all, cough into your elbow. Make sure you guys are doing that. I'm sure you guys are. Not a lot of people are, though. People have no hygiene anymore, and it's totally disgusting to me. So cough into your elbow. Don't cough into your hands. Okay, that's the thing. People are just not even using any of that. And just, listen to the media as far as when I say that. I don't mean just like, get brainwashed. But listen, like they're saying, stay 6 feet away. Yeah, you should do that. That would be a good thing. Okay, there are some good things that they're saying. And then there are some very, very wrong things that they're promoting out there. And I'm going to go over that with you too. So I'm going to explain to you and kind of introduce who I am. And I'm just going to check really quick on who's here. All right, so Catherine, hello, Catherine, Nida, good morning. Evelyn's on there. And let's see, Margaret, hello, guys. Gloria, good morning. Really quick, who else is on there? And just remember, guys, I am Vemoing this, so that's why I'm looking over at another camera, okay? And Vemo people, I'm sorry I keep looking at my other camera, but that's just how we're going to do it today, okay? All right. Deborah, I said hello to you this morning, I think. Hello. Okay, so who am I? I am Tammy Broadway. I love life, okay? And I love to help people heal their bodies naturally. That's what God has called me and my passion. There's nothing I won't do for you as a person. I love to help you. So let me just tell you a little bit about my background in holistic medicine. And I don't really like to use the word medicine. I like to use holistic healing. I have a degree in respiratory therapy. That's where I started. In a medical career. Okay, that didn't go well because I was looking at, oh my gosh, I'm giving all these people medications and breathing treatments and they never get better. I see the same person in the ER every 6 weeks, and I'm thinking nothing's happening. What's going on here? I had always questions in the back of my mind. I got out of that field because I had my children, stay-at-home mom at that point. I really love nutrition. I have been an advocate of exercise and nutrition my entire life, as far as I can go back, from my grandmother when we would sit at her house. Not really sit, we were up moving, so we were exercising to Jacqueline Lane every morning when I would stay with my grandmother. So, and Venus de Milo, if anybody knows what that is, that used to be a center like Curves in California. It was called Venus de Milo. We used to go and I used to watch her exercise, and I was in ballet, I was in karate, I have been a majorette of a high school. I have been so many things to keep myself exercising in that way. And somebody gave me a sad face. I don't know what was that about. Or an angry face. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe hit the wrong button. I don't know. Anyway, and so all my life, I have been a real advocate of motion, movement. I used to ride horses. I used to run. I used to race. I'm a very fast runner. I don't long distance run. But always I was always been healthy. And that's the thing, is that people say to me, why do you look young? What are you doing? Well, it's not what I'm doing now. It's what I've been doing years and years and years ago. It starts there. It actually starts when you're a child. It actually starts when you're in utero. That's a whole different video too. But it does start when you're in utero. The key is, me. Now I'm talking about me. So let me get back there. Rabbit holes are funny. I have a certification, and I'm certified in nutrition. So I have a diploma in nutrition from Huntington College of Health Sciences. I think it's called something else now. I think they changed their name. I also have a holistic health practitioner certification through Pure Vitality, and I am a member of the American Association of Drugless Practitioners. We do not use medication. We use holistic medication and wellness. I have now started a doctorate in functional medicine, so I have a great foundation for where I want to go with that. So all the information that I share with you today is from all of these sources. I search for a lot, and I don't look at just one source. I read books, I listen to webinars, I listen to podcasts. My functional medicine books are great. So I have a lot of knowledge to share with you that I want to make sure that you get. I want to make sure you get a lot out of this video, okay? That's what I want for you. What else can I say? I'm a Zumba instructor. I teach Zumba. And Zumba is getting ready to come out with a great thing they've never had before. So if you guys, Zumba is coming out with a way that you can actually live stream your video through Zumba. So that's fantastic. So I'm super excited, because a lot of our Zumba instructors now they can't teach. So what are they going to do? And so Zumba's creating that for us as we speak. So I'm so excited to do that for you guys too. And Nida, she's a Zumba instructor too. She's probably going to do the same thing. I know she's been live streaming for the rec center, so that's awesome. Keep people moving. You guys got to keep exercising through all this too. Don't just sit at home and get upset and watch the media all day long. Please don't do that. That's a bad thing. All right, enough about me. Let's jump right into it. So I know that on my Facebook page, my personal one, I had several people ask me questions because I posted. I want to know. I want to know what your fears are. I want to know where you guys are in your health. I want to know if you have any, if anybody knows, what's going on out here. What are they saying on the news, and why are they telling us this, and why are they saying that? None of this is making sense. Okay, yeah, it doesn't. They counter things all the time. So I just want to make sure that I answer your questions the way that I feel necessary, and the way that it's going to help you in this time of pandemic. So question one was Kim Chappell with autoimmunity. So an autoimmunity is a, and I don't like to say disease, but doctors are going to classify you as having a disease for an autoimmunity. It is when your body attacks your own tissues. So like Hashimoto's, thyroiditis, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, psoriasis, anything like Epstein-Barr, anything like that is an autoimmune disease. I mean, Sjögren's syndrome. We have so many out there that are autoimmune. So an autoimmune disease, yes, you're immune compromised at this time, okay? Which means, okay, if you're an autoimmune, if you have Hashimoto's, if you have anything, you should be taking, get a pen and paper out, you should be taking supplements like omegas. You need omegas. High doses of omegas is so key to your gut right now. If you have an autoimmune disease, you have leaky gut. That's where your autoimmune disease is coming from, leaky gut. So you need to be taking fish oil to support your gut. All right. You need to be taking vitamin D, which supports your immune system. You need to be taking a B multi-complex vitamin, because that helps with inflammation. Okay. B vitamins are very, very, very beneficial in inflammation at this time. And I mean, our population is so deficient in nutrients because our food supply is so deficient. Our soil is so lacking of every beneficial supplement that you can think of. So if you put these supplementations in your diet, they're definitely going to make you feel better. And food wise, when we're talking about autoimmunity, is no gluten and no dairy. Those trigger the autoimmune response because they are inflammatory foods in the gut. All right. You are a compromised immune system. Yes, definitely so. Licorice is another thing that they're coming out with, and it's been out for a while. Licorice is one of those great things that you can get your hands on right now. It helps actually stop the virus from attacking your cells. So I'm going to go into a little bit about that later on in this webinar and explain each of the supplements that I have for you. So Kim, that's basically what she can do. Another thing is too, is when you have an autoimmune condition, the best source of protein is more plant-based. The animal protein that you eat causes a acidity in the body. And when we have acidity in the body, our body is more apt to getting sick. So viruses, bacteria, parasitic things, funguses, anything like that. Cancer loves, acidity. So getting your body an alkalized state is a really good thing to do. And all you do is you eat more vegetables and more plant protein than you would animal protein. And I'm not saying go vegan. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying if you limit, maybe every other day have one serving of an animal protein, beef, lamb, let me see what else is not good to have. Pork. Those three meats right there, if you eat too many of those, you have an overabundance of what is called arachidonic acid. And that arachidonic acid promotes inflammatory responses in your body. So if you're eating a lot of that, you need to cut back a little bit and introduce more of the plant-based proteins. And that's like legumes, beans, anything like that is going to be a good source of your protein. And I'll tell you a little trick that I have done and learned. I'm also a chef. I didn't even mention that too, but I am a chef. So the best way to eat vegan, if you do choose to do a vegan, or if you just choose to eliminate those animal proteins out of your diet for a little while, is Indian food. Indian food is super wonderful for you. It contains so many herbs and spices that are super for your body, that are going to supply you with the things that you need. No wonder the Indian people are very healthy people. They don't eat a lot of meat. They really don't. They eat more vegetarian based diet. But the flavors are easy to deal with. You have, we have foods like falafel, and different things like that you can make that are just fantastic. So just, a key thing there for autoimmune. If you have an autoimmune, those are the things you want to do. You want to eat your leafy greens. You want to eat your cruciferous. And I know people are like, oh, I've heard, you shouldn't eat broccoli and cruciferous vegetables when you have thyroiditis. Okay, so that means if you eat a ton of broccoli a day, if you eat a ton of cruciferous, yeah, it could have an action on you, but you're going to have to eat a lot. My thing is steam it and you'll be fine. You will be fine. Okay. I just want to put that out there because I know there's a lot of contradicting information out there. So Kim, that's how she would actually be more healthier. Increasing her vitamin D and the B vitamins and the fish oil are going to be huge in an autoimmune person at this point. They should be on something. If they're not, she needs to get on an omega. I have plenty here. On my shelf over here, I have access. I can even send you guys a link to Elevate, which is my dispensary. You can go in there and get that. Okay, and Evelyn, you had some really great questions, Evelyn, about, I wrote them all down. Treating respiratory symptoms. Okay, so in this coronavirus, yes, the coronavirus attacks the lungs. You get shortness of breath. You can't breathe. That's why they're calling on all these people to start manufacturing ventilators. And don't be scared of this. I don't want you to be scared. I want you to know that we can manage this. We can, help you. So respiratory symptoms are going to be alleviated by peppermint oil, eucalyptus oil, because I know you asked about essential oils. Those are key. So I have peppermint oil here. I have doTERRA. I am a doTERRA advocate. I love doTERRA because they're very, very pure oils. Done a lot of researches on a lot of companies. This is the one I'm sticking with because this is the one I know works. It works on me. doTERRA. Eucalyptus oil, peppermint oil, those are the things you want to use to help you breathe better. You can diffuse it. You can put it right on your skin. You can put a little bit of coconut oil or almond oil or something, a carrier oil, and just put it right on your skin, right on your neck. Also, we have a good one called Breathe from doTERRA that you just would roll right on, and it really, really, really works. So that would be a very beneficial essential oil to use. Another essential oil is On Guard, doTERRA. There is so much research and study out there on the On Guard from doTERRA. It's essential oil that actually kills, viruses, kills things in the body. So I would definitely up the On Guard, roll it on the bottom of the feet, diffuse it in your house all day long. It's a really great essential oil. What else did you ask me? You asked me the foods and supplements and the oils to increase immunity. So we're going to go over that. I'm going to break that kind of up in the next segment that I'm going to talk about. You asked me about fevers. You asked me about Tylenol. You asked me about Motrin, and that you heard that on television, that it's better to take Tylenol. Oh my gosh. Let me get into this. This is probably our best defense is a fever. Okay. A fever is our body naturally heating up to kill the viruses, to kill bacteria. We should never, and we should have never been told to suppress a fever, but it freaks people out. It gets you scared because that's where we have heard, that's what our grandmas were saying. That's what our moms were saying. My great grandmother didn't say that. She was in a different time frame. She came from Russia. She came from the Bolshevik country over there. She used to swim the Volga River. That woman was raised a whole different than what we are in America. They didn't do these kind of things. They didn't have Tylenol. They didn't have Motrin. So no, it was a hard time, but people were very, very healthy. They were very strong at that point. So Tylenol, let me tell you a little bit about Tylenol. Tylenol actually will stop your liver from functioning. It actually stops the glutathione, which is an antioxidant in the liver, from doing any kind of detoxification in your body. If you are not detoxing right now, you are not a healthy person. Okay? Can I repeat that? If you're not detoxing, you will not be healthy. You're going to hold the toxins in your body. They're going to circulate through your blood system. They're going to go to your brain. They're going to go into your liver. They may go into your spleen. I don't know. They're going to go where they're going to settle. Okay, the body's going to store them somewhere. And it also in your fat tissue. The fat tissue holds toxins, so just remember that too. Glutathione, you've got to have that. You've got to have that in your body. If you don't, you're going to get really sick. Tylenol is probably the worst thing you can take out there on the market, hands down. I know in doTERRA, I brought up the Deep Blue, and guys, this is a really good, superb way to help with pain, to help with any kind of fever. It's called Deep Blue, and it's by doTERRA. Another really, really good thing to take for a fever is acetylcysteine. Okay, that has been proven to lower fevers. It is part of my supplement protocol that I'm going to go, antiviral protocol that I'm going to go over. I'll talk a little bit more about that when I get to each supplements. So feverfew, that's another one that you can take to help reduce a fever. But I don't want to say reduce your fever. I want to say to you, if you're shivering, then you bundle up and you induce the fever. Okay, you're going to try to create more heat. Let's bundle up. Okay, if you're hot, get in a cool bath, kind of lower that. That's going to be a way to do it. Also, peppermint oil. Peppermint oil is another way to reduce a fever. Also, apple cider vinegar baths. If you're one of those people that you're really hot when you have a fever, get in there. The apple cider vinegar is going to help reduce the fever too, but it's not going to stop it. It's not going to stop the process of your body trying to actually kill the virus off. Those are a really good question. but you don't want to alter your immune state right now because of taking Tylenol and Motrin. Those are two of the worst things you can take. And I know it's scary to get a fever. I know that. But if you manage it the way I just said, I think you're going to be fine. Kids are going to be resilient when they come out of this too. So that's for kids. That's for you guys. If you have a fever lasting more than 3 days, I would seek medical attention. I would say that to you. I'm not going to say don't. We have a reason for it to be there. Definitely don't want to go with a fever for 3 days. And a fever, I would say a fever over 100.2 for 3 days. Yeah, go see somebody. If you have 100, 101, and it goes up to 102, that's okay. It's manageable. 99, that's kind of okay. So we got a little bit of fever. Don't freak out about 99. Kids in 99. This could be a normal for somebody too. It all depends on your body. Everybody's different in this whole game. Remember that. We're all different. All right, Miss Evelyn. I think I went over that good. If that's helpful, I hope so. Let me know. Let me just know if that's helpful. And Raveena Mahatni, Matani. I'm sorry, Matani, I think. I love Raveena. Anyway, she is a Young Living distributor. And guys, if you need Young Living stuff, please let her know. She will be able to help you get your Young Living. I will be the doTERRA lady. I can get you doTERRA. But either way, we have good oils. She gave some really good advice on my Facebook page, and she's from India. So her Indian friends and family are saying what's really helping people in India right now with the virus is just deep breathing, relaxing, staying calm is huge. Once you hit a fear and a panic and you're anxious all the time because of this, guess what that does to your immune system? It actually decreases and lowers the immune system. Remember, staying calm, deep breathing at night to relax you to go to bed is wonderful. It's a wonderful way for your body to learn how to repair. It's going to repair at night. Okay, sleeping means you're repairing at night. So take your deep breathing. She also mentioned, and this is a great thing that I do too, is if you have some nasal congestion, you can put a hot pot of water on the stove, bring it up to a nice rolling boil, turn it down for the steam to come, put a hot in a towel over that, and just let the steam go into your nose. If you want to add eucalyptus to that, if you want to add tea tree oil to that, it's perfect to do that too. It's going to get in your nasal passages, and it's going to help promote the healing and the destruction of that virus in there if you have one. I'm not going to say you have anything. It just might be allergies. Who knows? It's going to help all the way around. So those are really great tips. Thank you, Raveena, for those really, really, really great tips. I really appreciate when people are supporting each other, and we have to do that right now. Super important. All right, so what I'm going to talk about now is I think those were all the questions that were on my Facebook page. If there is any other... Yay, I'm not seeing your comment says they're coming up. I wish I would. I don't know why, but anyway. I'm down to the bottom now, so I'm looking at the comments real quick so I don't miss anything. Foods to eat. Okay, so right now, the good thing is all the organic food is left in the store, guys, and that's what you should be eating. You should be eating the organic foods. You should be eating the organic vegetables left on the shelf. You should be eating the non-GMO organic meats, okay? Please pick those over the canned, food out there. Yes, they do make organic canned food, and if that's a go-to, then go to it. Get it. I'm not saying don't. I'm saying read labels. Know what's in the food you're eating. Know what the preservatives are. Preservatives are hormone disruptors. You got to have your hormones right now too. You got to have healthy hormones in order to fight this. Your endocrine system has to function normally too. That's another great topic to talk about really quick. The thymus gland actually creates your cells for virus antibodies. So if you are not having a good immune system with your endocrine system together, I have what's called thymulin. It is a homeopathic. I use homeopathics as well. Thymulin is going to stimulate your thymus gland to create these cells, these T cells that are needed to fight an infection. Okay, it's a huge thing. Thymulin you can get it in a supplement form as well. Okay, so you need to be taking that. Organic, I talked about the foods. Less animal protein, I already went over that. Increase your greens, increase your cruciferous. Okay, increase fiber-rich foods. Increase probiotics. What I mean by probiotics is you don't have to have a probiotic. You can have sauerkraut. You can make kimchi. You can make sauerkraut right now. If people are home, guys, you should be utilizing what you have. You should be getting sauerkraut. You should be making it. It's super simple. A head of cabbage, salt, good sourced water, and you put it in a jar and shake it up and put it away for a couple weeks, and there you got sauerkraut. It's amazing. Google all these things, or go. It's called DuckDuckGo. It's another search engine. It's better feedback on DuckDuckGo. But there are plenty of great simple recipes. The bacillus in it, lactobacillus vegetables are going to be really good for you right now. Really, really good in helping your immune system. Any probiotic you can get your hands on is going to help you. And they might not be the best, but it's what we have. And like I said, I have a dispensary for you at your fingertips, ready for you if you need probiotics. Eat your fresh fruits, low in sugar. So things like berries are real important right now. Oranges, lemons, these citrus fruits are good because they contain lots of vitamin C, and that's another thing that's actually killing the virus in high doses, is vitamin C. Pineapples are going to be also really good for you if you have a cough. Okay, pineapples have bromelain in them, and they help with coughing. So pineapple juice is really good. Eating pineapples is really good. Increase your fish like your salmon, the good source fish. I mean, wild caught. So wild caught fish, nuts. Nuts are going to have selenium in them. So is the fish. Selenium and vitamin D is in fish too. So get those natural sources from your food that way. Increase your diet that way with more fish and more nuts. So Brazil nuts are super wonderful, beneficial for selenium, and you need selenium right now. There's more studies right now coming out on the holistic functional medicine side that say selenium is one of those things that is going to be needed in this battle that we're fighting with the coronavirus. So right now I'm going to go over the supplementation. So the vitamins and minerals are going to be discussed right now. And I'm getting all this information from Dr. Vasquez. He's the functional medicine doctor that I actually love and listen to quite a bit. So these are his protocols that have worked for SARS back when that came out. This coronavirus is a family member of that. So just remember this. So they saw really great benefits with the vitamin D. So if you are not taking a vitamin D, guys, you need to be on vitamin D because move that down. There we go. The vitamin D is a immune modulator. It's going to help with your immunity. It's also going to help with an autoimmune problem. It's also going to help with any basic problem that you're having with health. If you don't have vitamin D, you can't function correctly. You can't create hormones. You can't think right. You're depressed.